Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and good day to each and everyone. So this is Physics 211, and this would be the final coverage of our um topics, no, in this whole course. Okay, so we will continue our discussion for our topics, no, in midterms. In this case, we will be tackling about heat transfer, no, or basically heat. Okay, so just do your best, okay, for you to be able to pass this course, because this would be the last and foremost um coverage that we would be tackling in this course. Okay, so kasi some of you and some of you have their failing grades, no, in our previous exams. So dapat, no, in this case bumawi kayo. Okay, so no, so again, our topic today is heat transfer, or basically heat, no. So we know that heat is actually a form of energy, no. So we know that energy can be transferred from one place to another, or basically for us to be able to use some forms of energy, we are transforming it from one source into another place where we are using that energy, no. So that's actually also the concept of this heat, no. So for us to be able to use this heat, meron tayong tinatawag na heat transfer, no. So the transferring of heat from one place to another. So well, basically you just have to read, no. So as I have told you, just read the manuals that I have posted, and then all information and important concept is actually already stated in our manual. So just read it and refer to it, okay, the discussion that we are having in this case, no. So okay, so example number 1. Okay, so example number 1. So for example number 1, sabi dito, you pour 0.1 kilogram of water at 20 degrees Celsius into an aluminum pot of 0.20 kilogram at the same temperature, no. So how much heat must you supply to bring the water to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, then neglect any heating of the environment. So well, basically this example talks about the change, or the flowing of heat from the surroundings into the um, water, into the water to the pot, no, aluminum pot. So the initial no, as it being stated here, the initial temperature of water and the aluminum pot is 20 degrees Celsius, and we are about to boil it into up to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, no. So we are asked about to find the required heat for us to be able to do that one, no. Okay, so in here we have different steps here to find that one. So I do these steps just because for you to be able to more precisely understand the um, concept behind this. Okay, so step number 1. So we have find the change in temperature of water in the aluminum pot. Okay, so kakailanganin daw nating hanapin muna yung change ng temperature ng water natin at saka yung aluminum pot. Okay, so for water, no, we have ang initial temperature niya is 20 degrees Celsius, and and then its final temperature is 100 degrees Celsius as being stated here in the problem. So therefore our change of T is T2 minus T1. Okay, so 100 degrees Celsius minus 20 degrees Celsius is 80 degrees Celsius. So take note here that change of temperature is defined as the difference between the final temperature where in which the T2 and the initial temperature in which the T1. Okay, so we have here 80 degrees Celsius, the change of temperature all in all. For aluminum pot naman, as it being stated here in the problem, we have T1 is the same, no? So we have 20 degrees Celsius as being stated here, the same temperature. So T2 naman is 100 degrees Celsius, no? So ito. Okay, so again, no, 100 degrees Celsius minus 20 degrees Celsius is 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this would be the change of temperature of every individual of them. Okay, so the water in the aluminum pot. Okay, so step 2, find heat absorbed by the water. So kasi in here, no, we have to separate the calculation between the heat absorbed by the water and the heat absorbed by the um, aluminum pot. It is because they have different specific heat, no, yung specific heat na nandoon sa manuals natin where it is being designated by C. No, bakit? Kasi since they are in different values, we cannot actually solve them simultaneously, no. So ibig sabihin kakailanganin natin tong i-solve individually. Okay, itong Q water at saka nitong si Q aluminum pot. Okay, so that's why we have to separate them. So but after that we have just naman to add that one. Okay, so don't be confused about that one. Okay, so the required heat for water to increase its temperature from 20 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius, no, the is is being done by this calculation, no. So the formula from our manuals is Q is equals to mass times a specific heat. We call this a specific heat, yung C, and then change of T. Okay, so yun, so since this is we talk about here the water, so we have given here subscript of the water, no. The ibig sabihin nito, the Q change or the heat required by the water to change its temperature from 100 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, so yun. So we have mass of water is 0.4 kilogram that is being stated in the problem. Tapos yung specific heat ng water natin is actually equal to 1.00 kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. Oh, so yun, ito yun siya. And then makikita nyo to siya sa manuals natin. Nandoon yun siya actually. Nakastated doon na basta water, ang value ng specific heat natin is equals to 1.00 lang. Okay, so again, just use this equation. So mass is equal to this 0.1 kilogram, and then yung specific heat is 1.00. Tapos yung change of T is as being calculated here 80 degrees Celsius. So all in all, multiply mo to siya, so we have equal to 8.0 kilocalorie. Okay, 8.0 kilocalorie. Bakit kilocalorie? Kasi because here we have to cancel out the kilogram here and then the kilogram here, then degree Celsius here, degree Celsius here, so the remaining unit is it is only kilocalorie. Okay, so that is heat required for water. Then how about for heat required for aluminum to raise its temperature from 100 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius, no? So the specific heat, no, before this calculation, the same with this one, the specific heat required for aluminum, no, at is being stated on our manuals, no, yung table 20, just refer on your manual, table 20.1 for aluminum, tingnan natin dito, aluminum is ito, no. So for aluminum, ang value ng kanyang specific heat is equals to 0.215 kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius or 902 joules per kilogram degree Celsius. Okay? So ito yung gagamitin natin because the calculation is done in a units of kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius, not in joule per kilogram degree Celsius. Okay? So yung gagamitin natin is actually ito yun siya. So that's why in here, ang nakastated dito is specific heat for aluminum is 0.215 kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. Then substituting the value, so mass of the aluminum, using again the formula, mass specific heat times change of T. So mass of aluminum is 0.20 kilogram, tapos specific heat of the aluminum is at it being given on our table 20.1, 0.215 kilocalorie per kilogram degree Celsius. Then the change of temperature that is being calculated here is 80 degrees Celsius, no. So again, cancel out yung kilogram, cancel out yung degree Celsius, so the remaining is multiplying this 0.20 times 0.15 times 80, so the resulting is 3.4 kilocalorie. Okay, so So the total heat required to raise the temperature of whole, no, ibig sabihin nito yung water at saka yung aluminum pot from 20 degrees Celsius into 100 degrees Celsius is the addition of the individual. We have Q total is equals to Q of the water required at saka yung Q of the aluminum required. So we have 8.0 kilocalorie plus 3.4 kilocalorie that is being calculated here. So the result is 11.4 kilocalorie, and this would be the final answer. Okay.